there was like 17 people in my
Oh my God.
house. Each sport takes like a certain like mastery of a skill that it takes years to get down to like to get really truly good at where you're winning, and there's just so much respect in somebody doing that skill for as long as it takes to be as good as they can be. I had teammates, friends that were getting offers when they were in 8th grade.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 8th grade, 9th grade, you're
my
offering
goodness.
full ride scholarships to 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. I couldn't imagine like working a regular job and like having to like do regular things all the time and not having that like outlet to let loose, because man, like I'd be taking full advantage of that, like screaming and yelling and running and being crazy. Like it's one of my favorite things.
Welcome back, everybody, to the FBA podcast, where we discuss foundation, business, and athletics. We're located right here in the beautiful city of Indianapolis at the 16 Tech Innovation Center. I'm your host. My name is Byron J. Hubbard II. And you know I always come back with a special guest. Every guest is special at this point. But this is a new avenue for me to explore, but also for the show. And before I started doing my research, I didn't know that I was bringing on an absolute beast onto the show. I had no idea. But this individual is a 4-time AVCA All-American. She's a 3-time Big 12 Setter of the Year. She's the all-time University of Kansas, Big K, all-time Kansas career assist leader. She made an appearance in the NCAA Final Four, and she had her jersey retired in 2022, and she's in the Kansas Athletics Hall of Fame. And she's an NCAA championship all-region team. Oh my God, team MVP, just unbelievable. But today we have on Ainise Havili. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for reading all that out.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like when I was, oh my God, I was like, who is? I was like, oh my God, just like reading everything.
Well, when you list it like that, it sounds different.
I mean, yeah, it is. And I would imagine that like going through those experiences, you're just being yourself. Like you don't know you're doing those things. You're just going.
Yeah.
But thanks for being here. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I know you personally-ish, but we both coach at Butler University.
Yeah.
You're also on the Ignite. You just signed a contract with them this year.
Yes.
I'll definitely be pulling up to some games.
You should.
You'll hear me. Trust me. You'll hear me in the stands. You won't miss me. But no, this is a show where I give people the space to tell their stories and experiences.
Okay.
And I think oftentimes people don't get the chance to do that. Like you'd be surprised, like the stories people will tell when you just give them the floor. But that being said, I would like to hear from you, kind of your experience, like start to finish, or at least start to present.
Start to finish, you say? Man, starting where? Like.
Shoot. Where'd you go to high school?
Where did I go to high school? I was born in California, but spent my high school years in Texas, in the Fort Worth area. So I went to a school called Haltom High School. It is about 15 minutes away from like TCU. So if you've ever been to downtown Fort Worth, we're close by that area. But yeah, I spent all 4 years as a Haltom High School Buffalo. Go Buffs. High school was probably the same as it was for everybody. Obviously, I was doing a lot of sports. I am the youngest of 5, so.
You have 4 siblings.
So a lot of siblings, a lot of competitive energy in the house. Sports was always an outlet. It was a way to get all of our energy out, so we didn't kill our parents probably, or they didn't kill us. We just all started playing sports from a young age, got to high school, did pretty much everything because I hate off seasons. I hated like showing up and practicing and not having games, so I did any sport that would keep me in season. So that was a lot of fun. I think it helped out with my overall just athleticism in life. But yeah. What
was the drive to? So you mentioned like the drive to like play sports was like energy driven. So what was that like growing up in a house with 5? Like there's 5 of you guys, and what was that experience like for you?
Oh, it was chaotic. It was a lot. I look back on it and just, man, it was so much fun. Going through it, probably wasn't as aware of how much I would miss it. Just because, yes, there was 5 of us, but I'm Polynesian, and in our culture, it's really common for family members to come and move in together. So you'll have generations of one family living in the same house. So at one point, I think there was like 17 people in my
God.
house. Yeah, like my brother was sleeping on a mattress behind the couch. Like it was just like, find where you can lay your head down and go to sleep. At the time, I hated it. There was no privacy. I didn't have a room anymore. Like, everything was everywhere. But like I said, I'm the youngest. So when everybody kind of like graduated and moved on and it was just me and my parents, I was miserable.
Wow.
I was like, what is this silence? Why is there so much attention on me? Like, what is going on here?
Did you think you were going to love it? Like when everybody left?
Yeah. Oh my God. I was counting down the days. It was like, I can't wait to have my own room, my own bathroom. Everything's going to be perfect. And then I come home and it's silent and it's like, wait, I miss all my friends.
Where's all the other 16 people?
Where's all my fun?
Look behind the mattress. Your brother's not there.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was chaotic, but like it was a good chaos. Kept you busy, kept things fun. Yeah, wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah, about Polynesian culture, you mentioned because I think this is a little bit ingrained into Black culture a little bit. I want to say, like on my mom's side, my grandma very much opened up her house to anybody that wanted a roof to stay in.
Yeah,
and that resulted in some really good situations, but also some really bad ones. But what's the part of Polynesian culture that is so open to having like everyone under one roof? Like why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think we're just so like family oriented, you know. The family values that you're brought up in and that you teach is so strong, and you keep everything in the family when it comes to needing help or really anything. So I have a lot of family in California, and when there was any issues with, I'll say like my cousin's getting in trouble or anything, they knew that like, all right, we'll send them to Texas
So yours was like the get right house?
My mother is the strictest woman I've ever met. She runs a tight ship. We are going to do this at this time. You're going to make sure this is done. And the rest of the family knew that, but she was also just so caring, and she's so open and willing to just be there for anybody. So sucked for me at the time because I was like, why do I have to give up my room for a bunch of hoodlums? But but they're my family and I love them and they're always welcome. Yeah, we get it. But as a 13-year-old girl, I was not so ecstatic. But like I said before, I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
How do you think that shaped how you made friends? I know a few people that with big families, it can be a blessing, but also not a burden, but it can hinder you in terms of making friends because you have so many like cousins, siblings that you hang out with. You feel like you don't need friends. So how did kind of the house that you grew up in, how did that affect how you related to other people outside your family?
That's exactly what happened. I honestly didn't really make a lot of friends in high school. I had 2 really good friends that also played sports. And I think like the combination of just like so much going on at home and like I was so busy with like other sports that I just never really put that much time and effort into making other friends. But yeah, I just had so much going on that it was just like, why do I need friends? I literally can never get away from anybody, so I don't need any more. But
I'm not going to leave my family to go be with more people.
With more people, But then they left, and I was like, crap.
No family, no friends. It's like, oh,
exactly.
Yeah. With that being said, why did you end up choosing volleyball? So like, what other sports did you play? Why was volleyball the one that kind of like filtered through all the other ones?
I played volleyball, basketball, softball. I did track. Like I said, I just liked having games. I didn't like just practicing for nothing. But I loved volleyball. Well, to start, I have one sister, and she's 5 years older than me. I thought
Is she the oldest?
Yeah, she's the second oldest.
Okay.
But I thought she was just like the coolest person ever. She is the coolest person ever. But growing up, it was like I was her little shadow. Whatever she did, I did. I wanted to play volleyball because she played volleyball. She was a setter, so I became a setter. She was a number 11, so I became the number 11. She loved that. You can probably guess. No, she hated it. But yeah, so like she started volleyball. I started playing really young, and I just had so much fun. Like I had fun playing other sports. Like softball was cool, basketball was cool. But I just loved the team aspect, the camaraderie of volleyball, and it can be so intense without. I hate running. And basketball and track is literally running, right? So I have fun.
What did you do in
doing
track?
it. I did hurdles and I did high jump, but just practices. Like I'd be practicing for meets and we're just running. It was miserable.
Running sucks.
Running is the worst.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody does it.
No, I always tell people like if I ever get captured by the whatever group, don't waterboard me. Like don't torture me. Just make me run. I'll start talking.
Oh, I will talk.
I'm giving it all up. Yeah. People are like, you gonna snitch? No. Make me start running.
First threat, it was him. I always said that if I ever have kids and they start acting up, I'm sending them to track camp.
Yeah.
You're going to cross country camp. And you're just gonna run.
God.
Isn't that evil?
Oh my God, that's evil. That's evil. Especially like if you don't know what cross country is, and you just throw your
Literally,
kid, like,
go.
I won't do it again.
Go run camp in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
ridiculous.
Cross country never made sense to me because every person that I met that ran cross country, they're like, I just wanted to hang out with they're all the same. They're like, I just wanted to hang with my friends. So they started running.
So you started running.
You just started running?
You could pick something else, anything
else. Yeah, no, I hear you on track. They tried to give me, I threw. So I did shot put and I did discus.
Yeah, that would be great. If I was strong enough, I would have done that.
Yeah, you could have done, discus is just about technique. But they always try to get me to do sprints because my sister was a state champion sprinter.
Yeah.
So every year they would watch her like run and they look over at me. I'm like, not doing it. It's not happening.
Keep that over there.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's her thing. I don't want to steal her thunder.
Yeah, I didn't want to
have it.
Sorry, Ken, I didn't want to steal your thunder. That's why I didn't run track. But no, I hear you. And I have actually grown to appreciate volleyball a lot more. When I was at Purdue, I only went to one game.
Oh my God.
That's my bad.
Terrible.
I know. This is my bad. I was busy.
That's what they all say.
But in watching it recently, I did not get to go to Indy Ignite games this last season. But I've grown a lot more to appreciate other sports. I want to say, I don't know if you had the same progression since you played so many, but in playing football, I thought it was so difficult. It was hard for me to respect other sports.
Yeah.
So like it was hard for me to respect cheerleading or like cross country or other stuff. But now I'm like, everything's hard.
Yeah. Oh
everything's hard. I'm watching our color guard team. I'm like, that takes dedication, technique. Yes, it takes so much. If you're a cheerleader, and when we were at Weber State, I think they have like this like national champion cheer team.
I believe it.
Because they had like a cheer team like just for yay. Like, and then they had like
the Netflix cheer girls.
Yes, like the
tumblers.
Dallas Dallas like, and they're like tossed like I'm like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
So what do you think you appreciate most about the difficulty of sports?
Just that, like each sport takes like a certain like mastery of a skill that it takes years to get down to like to get really truly good at where you're winning, and there's just so much respect in somebody doing that skill for as long as it takes to be as good as they can be, and I like attribute that to anything skill related. So like artists and musicians and like movie producers, like literally anything.
Everything is hard.
So cool. Yeah. And so for like sports, I think about it in a way like you just said, that I definitely could not do that. Like these girls are not only like flipping and spinning and jumping, but they have to do it in a full face of makeup, hair done, smiling, like teeth pretty and everything. Oh, I would lose it.
Yeah, no, shout out to cheerleaders.
No, literally dancers, like ballet. Oh my gosh,
ballet. Don't even get me started on ballet.
Yeah,
it's
and like
crazy.
to do that skill, and you have to be one just so strong, so physically strong, but also to make it so graceful and beautiful is like such an art. I think volleyball is an art in a way, but like we don't have to necessarily be like the prettiest and the most beautiful. Like we can just go out there and play, and like the game itself to me is beautiful, but like I would never want to be something that like I genuinely have to like look good, you know? I would hate that. So like shout out to them, shout out to everybody that does any kind of skill work that takes so much dedication, and you just give your life for this, like it takes a lot of credit. So.
Yeah. So what drove you to want to be good enough at any sport, whether it was track, which, hate running, so shut up to the side.
No, don't need that.
Yeah, don't need that. Cross that off. Softball, what was the drive for you to be great at something? So like for you, that was volleyball.
There's just that competitive nature, right, from being the youngest, and there's that wanting to be successful aspect. There's like the drive to go to college, all the things. But genuinely for me, like at the base of it, I just had so much fun that like high level volleyball like was so fun to me, and so like I wanted to keep getting better and keep playing higher and faster so I could keep having more fun. Like that was my thought process, was like the better we get, the better teams we get to play, the more fun it is.
Winning is fun.
The bigger games you get to play in is so fun, and like you get to be doing with your friends. So like I genuinely enjoyed being in the gym and getting reps. Like it was like obviously not all days and not all practices were great, but like there was always something in a practice that I laughed at or I smiled at, and that like kept bringing me back. Like I will keep coming back if I still enjoy what I'm doing every day, even though like sometimes it sucks. But yeah, at the base of it, I still think it's so fun.
Yeah. So I feel like that speaks a lot more to, like, you enjoy being there, but what drove you to, like, excel? Because, like, I like lifting, but, like, you're not going to catch me, like, being a power lifter.
Yeah.
No, like, I'll lift, like, stay healthy. It's cool. It's whatever. But, like, you're not about to catch me about, like, having to beat a breast at, like, anime style best or something.
Truly, yeah.
So what drove you to, like, all these accolades I named off? So what was the driver for you to, like, take an extra rep or an extra step or run a little longer or put in that extra amount of effort?
I think it was just, like, my team. Anytime I was, getting extra reps or getting in the weight room, it was just like, and I would base it off of being unsuccessful. So, for example, like, if we had lost a game or if I had, messed up a really important play, like, that was just kind of, like, always in the back of my mind. Like, if I had pushed a little harder in practice for this rep, then I would have been more prepared in bigger moments. And I would have been there for my team and I would have been able to, uplift us. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I genuinely loved playing at Kansas. I loved all my teammates even before that. So being a part of, like, a team win was always just so much fun. So whatever I had to do to give us the best shot at winning, I was willing to do it. And I think a lot of the teams that I've been on had that same kind of, like, competitive nature, competitive culture, just giving. And so it just made it easy. Like, I didn't ever feel like I was,
You didn't feel like you were doing extra?
Yeah. Like, I was genuinely just like, all right, like, my team needs this from me. I find it fun. We're going to keep doing it. Like, even if the days aren't fun, because at the end of the day, like, it's worth it.
Yeah. Do you think part of that is related to how you were raised in, like, a bigger family where the foundation of your culture, like, is family?
Yeah.
And because, like, we carry, like, who we are from our household into how we do everything, really. And I carried, like, to be honest, like, came from a single parent household, I carried my mom's work ethic, warrior spirit, ferocity, and passion into the way that I played football, right? So do you think that the same was for you? Like, the way that you sacrificed for your teammates and it didn't feel like extra because for you, it was just, it's the standard.
Yeah.
So do you think, like, coming from not just a big family, but, like, a family-focused, cultural family, like, dictated kind of how you played the sport?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I mean, especially in my position, like, I'm a setter. Setters just needs to be kind of adaptable. We're like the middlemen of the team, right? We take what we get from the passers and we try to make it into something for the attackers. And if anything goes wrong, we kind of just put it on ourselves. So yeah, I think having a big family, like, really helped me in that space. Like, I take criticism very well. I don't take things a lot personally. I spent my whole life getting bullied by my older siblings.
Probably
like,
heard
I
a
have
lot
very
from
tough
your
skin. I have very tough skin. I just kind of, like, go with the flow with a lot of things. I'm very adaptable, so I would say yes. Yeah. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, oh wow, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and I think that, like, in part of starting the show, like, I call it the FBA, Foundation Business and Athletics, because for me, like, for example, like, what I stand on is my faith. That dictates how I walk into every room that I go into.
Yeah.
Like, it's how I approach this business. It's how I approach my professionalism, and how I coach these stupid kids is all based on that, you know? And whether that's, like, for me, faith, or someone else's family, like, it really does, like, dictate how you approach and show up in all these rooms.
Yeah.
To where, like, from speaking about your experience, people describe, like, your resume and your accolades and stuff like that as, like, exceptional, extraordinary, because it is, for one. But when you come from an environment where sacrifice is the standard, and excellence and pushing yourself and taking criticism and adaptability is, like, the standard. Now, granted, I grew up with an older sister. She put me through hell. Sorry, Karen. You put me through hell. But that toughened me up.
Yeah.
To when I went to a bigger school and I hadn't heard, like, the way that I was being criticized. I was like, okay, this is a lot. This is different, but I can, I can roll the punches.
You're strong enough,
Yeah. But no, it's interesting to hear from you. One, that you had, like, 17 people living in your house. I couldn't. There was only 3 in mine. I thought I had no space and no privacy. But coming from that environment, like, how it dictated the way you play and what it resulted in. No, it's really amazing to hear. I would like to switch gears. Let's rewind the clock a little bit. You're in high school. You're doing, I don't know which accolades were in high school, but apparently it was good enough to get you at Kansas. Right. So what went into your decision process of picking a school to go to continue playing volleyball at?
Yeah. So for high school volleyball, to get recruited to play collegiately, you have to play club volleyball basically. Like, it's not like football where you just kind of get recruited out of like your high school team.
Yeah.
You play club volleyball, which is kind of like the AAUs. Like, you have to pay monthly dues and all the things. I know. But yeah, so I did that since I was like 12. Was at the same club. Yeah, like I said, it was fun. Like, I enjoyed it.
You were just okay.
I was like, yeah, I love it.
Wherever volleyball is,
I love it. Yeah. But it was at a smaller club. My cousins kind of ran it, so we got like better deals. Yeah. Like they were kind of high up in the club. So club volleyball is really expensive. I'm the youngest of 5, so they gave us were a little bit lenient about like how we could pay our dues every month, and so that's kind of like why we stayed. But as I developed, I got a lot better, and some bigger clubs wanted me to come play for them. Bigger clubs. It's a big deal.
And this is, I was actually going to ask, like, because everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
And it's true.
It's insane. Yeah. The club volleyball world.
Yeah, I was going to ask, so, like, because you know how, like, big Texas football.
Yeah.
That's, like, everybody knows about it because they treat it differently.
Yeah.
Do they treat volleyball the same way?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like how youth sports is now anyways. Like, there's just so much money being pushed into youth sports. It's kind of like changed the way like you can go about it as a kid, which good and bad. I'm not here to argue either way. But for me, I had gone looked at by bigger clubs, decided to go to a bigger club so I can get seen by bigger schools. At the time, I was at this club. I had one offer when I was 15 from Indiana State.
When you were 15.
When I was 15, I got a full scholarship offer from Indiana State.
Man, just so glad you didn't take that one. Sorry.
So glad you didn't. Oh my God, I was so excited. We went on a visit to Terre Haute, Indiana. I stepped out of the car and said, "Let's go home. Give me back."
I'm coming from Dallas.
Home.
Let's go home.
I'm going home. I'm not doing it. Anyways, I go to this bigger club.
Crack Central. Sorry, go ahead.
I start getting looked at by bigger schools, and it kind of all just came like all at once.
Yeah.
Because I had started late. I was a junior when I had started getting looked at. And that time, it wasn't illegal to recruit younger kids. So like I had teammates, friends that were getting offers when they were in 8th grade.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 8th grade, 9th grade. You're offering full ride scholarships to 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. So like at the time when I started getting really recruited, I was 16. So like at that time it was really late. Now the rules have changed, but so yeah, I was kind of on the back end. But the process for me was so stressful. I hated it. It was
really you hated being recruited.
It was terrible. I had to like take all these calls from all these really important people. I had so much anxiety. Like I hated phone calls.
And they're all like, "Oh, you're so good. Come here."
Oh, and it was just like the biggest questions. Like, what do you want to do in your life? Like, what kind of degree do you want? Like, what do you want out of your college experience? I am 15 years old on the phone with a grown man I've never heard of at a place I've never heard of, like asking why I want to be there. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Who you are, where you're calling from. I don't want to be there actually. So yeah, I was not really good about responding or speaking or anything. Wild. I would just go to these tournaments and play, and colleges would recruit me, and it was a mess. But finally kind of like settled in to a few coaches that I really enjoyed actually talking to, and I kind of went from there. It was just like who are you comfortable being around and who are you comfortable like speaking to on the phone. But yeah, I would not do it again. I hated it.
That is so interesting. I mean, I know that the culture of like being recruited in football, part of the reason why I don't do it full time is because of recruiting. My thing is like, if you're not trying to come here, if you don't want to win, then go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
If you don't want to be great, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't care. Now, granted, you have to I'm sure you've seen this now as a coach. You have to.
Oh, there's just so much you have to like convince these kids to even consider your
school.
Yeah,
yeah. You gotta call them. You gotta text them. You gotta say good luck.
You have to interact with them.
Oh my God, I don't want to.
He hates it.
Do you want to be here? Well, coach. Okay, get out my face.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah. I wish it was
that easy.
Yeah, but you're right. You have to, and that kind of happened to you. Like, who made you feel the most comfortable?
Yeah.
And it's the same for every like recruiting process. Like, where can you go? Feel at home. Feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Feel like you can grow. Feel like you can succeed, and then come out of there being a better person than you were when you walked in.
Exactly.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I understand that part of recruiting, but
man, it's just the worst kind of pressure to put on a teenager.
They're like 12.
You know? Like, I have no idea what I want to do. I want to play volleyball. Are you going to let me play volleyball? Great. Like, am I going to get to do other fun things too? Cool. Like, obviously, you have to think a lot more about it, but like, my 15-year-old brain could not compute that. And you're just asking me really big questions about things that I have no experience in. Obviously, like, thankfully, it all worked out, but yeah, that process was not fun.
How did I don't know about like college recruiting for volleyball. How did the rules change? Do you think that were beneficial to where they're not like calling up a 13-year-old
the age restrictions. The age restrictions for one. So now we can't call them or speak to them until June 15th, going into their junior year. So at least they're a little bit more mature. They're a little bit more aware of like life. And then just kind of like the rules of like when you can contact them and how you can contact them. And obviously, people still bend rules here and there, but, like, nobody's offering middle schoolers full ride scholarships. So, like, yes, we have gotten better.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And it's weird because I am for the rules, but also, like, being on the coach's side, you want to – I don't know if you felt this, but it's like, oh, I haven't talked to that kid. I want to go talk to the kid. But it's like, you can't. It's a dead period.
Yeah.
Or you can't. It's a silent period. It's
right.
Like, oh, like, it's beneficial – for the coaches that can't control themselves. Yeah. Like, it's beneficial for the coaches that don't know when to stop hitting you up or they're being weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's good for those.
Like, you get a little break from it.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a break, which I think is good for kids.
I agree.
I would like to make another shift. One, I appreciate this conversation. This is an awesome conversation. Women's sports. It has grown a ton. I want to say especially in the past 5 years.
Yes.
What have you felt from the support that you got from when you were a kid? Because like it's always been big to you. At least, tell me if I'm wrong. But from what I can tell, like in your experience, like you've always had like a big investment, at least in your own personal athletic career. So how did you kind of see those things change? Where like club volleyball when you were a kid was a big thing in Texas. Yeah. Right. Like to be completely transparent, like I only watched one volleyball game when I was in college. Yeah. You know. So how have you seen things change based on how your experience was growing up? Because 3-4 years ago, like there wasn't an option to play professionally here in the United States. Like you had to go out the country if you want to play professionally.
It's like you said, like I've always thought it was a big deal. It wasn't until maybe I got to college when I realized like, hey, like a lot of people don't really like volleyball as much as I like volleyball. But like even in my college career, like from my freshman year to my senior year, like we went from maybe not selling out every game of our home season to like people are scrounging for tickets. Like people are like dying to get in the doors to watch us play. Yeah. So like even from that like short time of 4 years, the jump from at least at KU and then in the rest of the country too. I mean like the sport I think has grown so much just based on how many girls play volleyball now, like as kids, and then they grow up and they like it and they still continue to play it, and like people are starting to learn that it is fun to watch, it's fun to play, like it's fast and it's intense, and it's easy to get into, right? It's not like it's very accessible.
It's simple.
It's so simple, but not so. Yeah, it's fun, you know, and people enjoy it and they like watching it, and obviously the rise of social media has attributed to the rise of volleyball. Yeah. I don't know if it's from the game or people like watching girls in spandex play volleyball. Whatever it is, we've gotten a lot more eyes on the sport. But yeah, I think the jump is amazing. Like, you know, Nebraska had that outdoor volleyball game that got 98,000 people. Yeah. And it like that's insane, you know? Like I can't believe like I'm still playing when that's happening. Yeah. Right? Like that would be something that I would think would be like I'm retired for 10 plus years and finally we're getting that kind of notoriety. Like, like our NCAA national championship games are being aired on ABC. You know, it's that kind of like the visibility that like we're finally getting into that I think is only going to grow because more people are just tuning in now.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny enough, the only game I went to at Purdue was Purdue against Nebraska. Yeah. And I don't know who this girl was, because I don't know volleyball, but it's like I understand like what the point is. Yeah. Get more points.
Main goal.
Yeah. It makes sense. Totally. Right. But seeing whoever this girl was, like, just boom, like, it was. They held this in Mackey Arena. Yeah. I think at the time Purdue and Nebraska was either like 2 or 3 in the nation or something like that.
Yeah, they always are.
Just wow.
Wow. The strength and the speed and like the physicality of the game, like. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it blew my mind. Walk me through your experience at the NCAA tournament.
Which one? The one.
Oh, I didn't know there were mine. I guess all of them.
All of them? Oh,
That's
man.
a crazy flex, by the way.
I'm sorry, I didn't even. Well, it's 4 years of them, so.
Mm-hmm. You went all 4 years?
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
sorry, that was.
The floor is yours. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it is very difficult to do. Super proud of my teams for doing that all 4 years. But the big one was when we made the Final Four my sophomore year. And that season was just like a really successful season for us. We had started the season 19-0.
Oh my God.
Yeah, longest winning streak in like school history. Lost to Texas away, so we were 19-1. I know, heartbreaker.
Texas.
Yeah, and we lost to them away. They came to KU. We lost to them at home in like a heartbreaker. So we ended up losing the Big 12 that year, but our record is still like 25-2.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing great. We make the tournament. Whole lot of winning. So much fun. So much winning.
Winning is fun.
We make the tournament. It's pretty smooth. First, second round. Sweet 16. We win in 4. We get to the Elite 8, and we have to play USC, who's ranked number 1. They have the National Player of the Year, ranked number 1. We're 9, but we're playing in San Diego. I know. So it's like basically a home game for them. We're like, okay, cool. Now, obviously, we're good. You know, like we are very good. But
were you guys ranked?
We were ranked 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
I know, but like we had come from like the year before. I think our record was like 25 and like 15 or something like that. Like still a lot of winning, but like a fair amount of losing. You know. So we were just kind of like, oh my God, like we made it this far, guys. This is so much fun. Like I remember my roommate at the time, who is my best friend to this day, was like, you know, like we weren't even supposed to make it this far. And I like threw a pillow at her, and I was like, yeah, I was like, hello, like we haven't even played the game yet. Like, come on. So we go and play that game. We win the first 2 sets, not easily, but like by a little bit. And we were looking around like, wait,
are we about
to win? Wait, are we good? Like, are y'all good?
Yeah.
And then I think the moment got a little bit too big for us for the 3rd and 4th set, because we lost them like kind of handedly. So now we're neck and neck 2-2 going in the 5th. And like I said, the moment kind of like got away from us. We're down 13-9 in the 5th. And in the 5th set, you only go to 15. So it's 1 by 2, first to 15. We're down 13-9.
Wow. And
the National Player of the Year is in the front row. So we're like, crap. Like, I didn't admit it then, but I'll admit it now because we've already joked about it. But, like, me and my roommate were kind of, like, separately, not saying out loud, in our minds thinking, like, God dang it. Like, we were so close. Like, I wonder where I put my bag. Like, I'm going to have to, like, fly home and be sad, whatever. We start, like, racking up points. It's, like, it's now 13-10, 13-11, 13-12. And I'm looking around like, wait, are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good? It's 13-13. And we're like, guys, whoa.
Yeah.
We call a timeout, or they call a timeout. We come back, win the next point. It's 14-13 in the 5th. We have game point. They have not scored a point this entire time. We win 15-13 in the 5th. Full out, like, dog pile. Like, we're going crazy. It's the craziest moment of my life to this day.
Wow.
Yeah, that was insane. We go into the locker room, and San Diego's locker rooms are like the visitor locker rooms are a little bit small. They're carpeted. Yeah. We have one of those like football moments where you dump water on the coach, the full cooler. But we're in this like little like box of a locker room that's carpeted. We ruined the carpet in the locker room. They have to like replace it. Yeah. But the pictures are amazing. It's so much fun. Make the Final Four. Yeah. We had to play Nebraska in Omaha.
What?
Yeah.
In Omaha?
Yeah. Everybody's just wanting us to lose.
Jesus.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, after that game, the USC game, man, the love for the volleyball team was, like, all the way to Mars. Like, it was so much fun to go back to KU and, like, just feel all the energy that we had created from winning a volleyball game. Like, it was insane. But, yeah, went to Nebraska, lost in 4. It was heartbreaking, but, like, the only teams we had lost to that season were Nebraska and Texas, and they had played for the national championship. So, like, an amazing season, an amazing run. Like, me and my roommate.
By transitive property, you guys are the 3rd best team.
Yeah. Heck yeah. me and my roommate, who's my best friend now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were named first team All-Americans. Like we were like just doing the dang thing together as a bunch of 20-year-olds, like just having a blast.
And you're just playing.
And we're just playing and having fun.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think that was the best, obviously, run of my career, but also just like the most fun I had.
Yeah,
winning is fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that your favorite game you've ever played?
Winning is fun. That game and I have to say this one because it's petty, but every time we beat K-State at K-State was so much fun, and we did every time. 4 years of winning in Manhattan, Kansas. Thank you.
Wow. No, yeah. I hear you. It's so funny to hear like it's not even like the lack of belief. I wouldn't say it was that.
Yeah.
It was just like the moment getting to you in certain ways.
Yeah.
But you didn't stop playing. Yeah. So like it can be different when a moment gets to you because moments are big. And I want to say like even this past weekend, like with our matchup against a bigger team, like the moment, it's a big moment. Like you're in like 1,000 feet above sea level in a mountain and they're shooting fireworks off the side of the like it's a crazy moment. Yeah. And like I'm in the box and in the box there's glass on either side of our windows and it's just like me and our staff and then on either side of us is like all of the other team's staff, everybody. And at first, like we were down like 3 scores like in the first quarter. It wasn't looking good. Yikes! But then we was on there.
We started playing.
We started playing.
Yeah.
Like whatever lack or presence of belief we had, we started playing.
You found some.
Right? And we're like, something would happen, and I mean like crazy things happen. Yeah. And we are like high-fiving, like throwing stuff across the room, and people in glass they're looking over at us just like the side eye.
All these hoodlums out of here back to Indy.
Yeah. Go back to Indianapolis. The place is amazing. But the fact that in moments you can either decide this is who I am in terms of like I'm gonna let the moment get to me, or you can decide I'm gonna keep playing. Yeah. And in your case, like you weren't even thinking about. I mean, you were thinking about like, where's my bag? Yeah. But like, you just kept playing.
Yeah. But like we gotta go again.
Yeah. Well, the game's not over. Yeah. Yeah. My bag's over there, but like we can.
Well, like I got one more point.
I got one more point, and then like another and another and another and another. And do you think that mindset was still like a standard for you, or do you feel like you found yourself in that moment, or do you think there was any time when you played where you had a decision to make, where you had been doing what you were just playing and enjoying and having fun, but 2 things show up in every competition: momentum and adversity. So in the face of adversity and the times that you had in college, do you think you were ever caught in that decision of I can either let this adversity overcome me, or I can step out of who I am and who I've been and overcome this moment? Do you think you ever had that moment when you were in college?
Totally. Like I feel like college sports just like breeds these moments. Like you're in these moments weekly, you know, like you play at a high enough level and it's like when you're playing ranked teams every other week, like you're always in these moments, you know, anybody can beat you and you can beat anybody. So it's just kind of like how you manage dealing with that moment mentally. Yeah. At that time I was a sophomore. So like, and that was
your sophomore year?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so that was our kind of first time. Well, no, it wasn't our first time having the big moments, but that was the first time having that moment and breaking through that moment, right? Because we had those moments against Texas earlier in the season, and we had lost both of them. Yeah. And so we're back in this moment, and we're like, okay, wait, like we've been here before. Like we know what this feels like. We can have a different outcome now.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Was the Big 12 like packed with volleyball talent? I don't know enough about volleyball, so I'm asking you. Because you mentioned you played like ranked teams like every week. Like, is the Big 12 like saturated with volleyball talent? Is it big there?
Yeah, I mean, in my years, it was, I think we had like at the height of when I was in the Big 12.
And what years were you?
2014 to 2017.
Oh, okay.
We had at least 5 teams that were ranked.
I thought you were. Sorry.
You thought I was young? I am not young, guys. I'm 29 years old. I have lived a life, okay? But yeah, I think the Big 12 has gotten better in volleyball. Like now I think there's like 6-7 teams that are ranked. Back in my years, I think that we had like 5. But I mean, that was, you spread them out, you're playing a ranked team every week. So yeah, it's a lot of good competition.
Yeah. No, I mean, I played in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten's just got every school is just out to get you.
It's just so good.
Yeah, it's funny because like someone asked me the other day about like who are rivals, and I'm like, everybody. I hate everybody.
I hate everybody single person.
Everybody we play.
Everybody that ain't me.
Yes,
I hate them.
Everybody can get it. I don't like anybody can pull up into the parking lot to the McDonald's like drive. I don't like we're
we
playing.
We can go at it.
We can go at it. Yeah. So
I agree.
It's so funny. People like, those are your rivals. No, everybody.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I would get that question like, who do you hate the most? And it was like, well, K-State's here, but then like Iowa State and Oklahoma and Texas are like right here, and then I also hate TCU and Baylor.
I hate them.
But then I hate Tech too.
Yeah. I hate them. It's like I hate everybody.
Like K-State's here, and then everybody else is like right there.
Yeah. No, everybody that don't got my jersey on, I hate you.
Yeah.
Like we're not.
we are not cool.
We're not cool. Before I get to the next thing, I kind of want to expand upon that a little bit. How did you kind of approach the competitive mindset? I want to say mine was a lot more hostile.
Yeah.
Like I don't like after the game, we don't need to be friends. Like we don't have to be buddy.
Yeah.
Because I don't like you. Like I really, and I want to say this is like to the max in high school. When you get to college, it starts to fizzle out a little bit. Yeah, it dies a little bit. So like, what was that experience like for you in terms of like the competitive nature of how you approach your opponent?
Yeah. I would say mine is flipped from yours. Like in high school, I didn't really care, mainly because my high school team was really bad. And
but your high school team or your club team?
My high school team, like my school high school team, like we were awful.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs. Get a little better, please. But yeah, we were really bad, so I really didn't care because it was just like, all right, we're gonna lose. It's fine. Like I'll get over it. Got to college. And, like, it was a whole different competitiveness. Like, and we were good, and we were competitive, and we were winning. And so it was, like, I didn't hate teams or, like, individuals, except if you went to K-State and were purple. But I, like, approached it in a way that was just, like, we are better than you. Like, I kind of had, like, a superiority complex to it.
Yeah.
Like, you play at Texas Tech, ew. Like, you go to Baylor, gross.
Ew.
Yeah,
Gross.
like, we are better than you. We are better at volleyball than you. So it was kind of like that, a little delusional attitude of like, yeah, I'm from Lawrence, Kansas, but I still think I'm better than you.
Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. In the middle, we're in the nowhere in the middle of nowhere. But
we're in the heart of America. Yeah. We play volleyball better than you.
Houston,
and I'll bet money on that.
Yeah, Houston, gross. Texas, Austin, gross. Disgusting. No, I want to say part of the reason why I keep coaching now is because that competitive itch, you don't
get it anywhere.
You can't.
There's no replicating it anywhere.
No, there isn't. Like,
and it's such a high.
Oh my God! Like winning big plays, like big moments,
huge moments.
They don't happen. Like I've been in an office, finished my Excel file. Yay! It's not like It's not like.
You don't get that like fire from turning in your whatever you have to do in a regular 9 to 5. No offense to the 9 to 5.
No offense.
You guys get your weekends. I'm jealous. I would love, but I would also I love being like at games. Like I love competitive games. So.
Yeah. No, I want to say we were at Weber State this past weekend. I'm used to. I don't know what it's like in volleyball, but in football you always get like you find out the myriad of different personalities that you have on a football team, and I'm sure it's the same in volleyball. But you have people that prep differently. Yeah. And I mean literally go to war. Yeah. Like I'm literally putting my body on the line to fight for my teammates. And you need to get in a certain headspace to do that. You can't,
of course.
You cannot be in the same headspace on the field that you are
as you are walking a class.
Because you get arrested. It wouldn't that wouldn't work.
Go to jail.
Yeah, you go to jail. But some people are quiet. Yeah. Other people are like relaxed. They walk around. Other people throw up. I've seen, oh my God, some of the things I've seen I can't tell you, but we have some kids that like have to let it out, and yes, I'm not joking. Like, just before game they can't
talk to somebody about that.
They just I don't know. Oh no, there's a whole lot of mental stuff going on that a therapist would lose their mind if they were in the football locker room.
No, totally.
But seeing the way people prepare, and there's always a coach or coaches that give like that pre-game, like it lights that fire in you, So what was your pre-game preparation? Were you
my prep?
Yeah, were you and are you calm? Are you like, let's go ladies, let's get it done? Are you the throw up person? I don't know if you are. That's fine if you are. But what's your pre-game preparation look like?
I am on the more chill side of it. Okay, I actually am really nervous. I'm not really nervous, but I still get like a fair level of nerves before games. I think it's healthy nerves, but it's just a little like tension of like, all right, like here we go again, like run through game plan, like you've done this before, you can do this again, kind of thing. So I play, I just listen to like very chill music. Like I don't like to be, since I am already kind of like crazy. I don't need to like add into it. I don't need to feed the fire of my crazy. Yeah, I get very like antsy. I get very just like, I want to be there now. I want to in there now. Like I get to the point where I'm rushing into it. So I just kind of need that like, take a breath, breathe, like keep your head clear. Like, so.
Yeah, no, I would say I'm not all that different. The nerves, 100%.
Yeah.
I want to say, because I'd walked on the Purdue's football team, so I like didn't play a lot. So my first time like playing like significant time was at Butler, and it's been 3 years since I've played significant time in the game.
Yeah.
So my first few games, I had all this fake confidence. I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Because like my mom, powerhouse of a person, I could hear her across the country. She yelled my name, but like she'd be at games, and like it's her, it's my family, because I'm from here. I'm from Indianapolis, so like all my family's always pulling up. So like I would just be so nervous. Now for me, like it was prayer that like really helped me calm down, release any doubts, fears, and anxieties. Totally. And I have like, I'm kind of like a mixed bag of like the calm person. Then I build to being I build to being a little crazy.
Right.
So like I always started for like nice calm gospel, then it slowly goes to like Lil Baby, and then NBA, and then we're talking like 50 Cent, like getting shot, many men.
Oh
like
my
it's
God.
like it's like a bill, because like I'm about to put my face in someone, like about to punch somebody. You know. You know, the pregame ritual I think is always going to be something that makes sports so different, because you have to literally switch your brain.
You have to go into game mode.
Yeah, you have to go into game mode.
Your game mode isn't your everyday who you are.
It's not. You said you're crazy?
I'm crazy.
How are you crazy?
I just have so much pent up just like energy, and like when I'm out on the court, especially like when we win points, when we like do good things, like you'll see it in my face and how I like cheer. Like I am like ready to fight, you know? And you wouldn't expect, well, maybe you would expect that if you like talk to me a little bit, but
I'm starting to. Yeah, I'm hearing it.
You know, and I'm like, I'm pacing on the court. Like I just like, I'm like Energizer Bunny. I can't really like stop moving. And then like the fire gets lit, and it's like, I'm a monster, and then I have to kind of like, all right, relax a little bit, you're doing a lot. Yeah. But obviously I'm not doing that in game, so my like flip into game mode is just like, I feel like I become a different person. So I have to kind of like hold that off for as long as possible until the whistle blows, and then it's like, release the Kraken.
No, release Kraken. I want to say, I hear you, because football for me has always been an outlet. Yeah. Because I think like sports in general provide you a very unique opportunity to just let out a little bit. Oh, yeah. Like just whatever, you know, some people got like whatever that is, like sports can like, you can do that for you. You can do that here.
You're allowed.
Yeah. Now,
like, oh man.
Yeah. Now, whether you do that like on track, probably not the best place to like swing at somebody, but you can do that in boxing.
But there's a place for it.
There's a place for it.
If you want it to be.
If you want to smack something, jump up in the air. There's this big glowing white ball. You can smack it right at somebody's face, and guess what? We will celebrate.
And we will celebrate you.
Matter of fact,
it.
you will be classified as an All-American. If you do that a lot, you'll be an All-American. You keep doing that.
Yeah, and I was talking about this with my friend the other day, but like, what job can you do that like allows you to like scream at like the top of your lungs and you don't get called crazy, or like you're sprinting as fast as you can and like nobody's looking at you crazy?
You know how scary it is to see people just sprinting in real life?
Yeah.
If I see someone running, I'm running.
Or like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or like that TikTok trend that's like, I've never seen my friends like sprint before, and I'm just like, I've seen my friends like vomit from sprinting before. Like I have seen my friends like push themselves to the breaking point for this, but like I couldn't imagine like working a regular job and like having to like do regular things all the time and not having that like outlet to let loose, because man, like I'd be taking full advantage of that. Like screaming and yelling and running and being crazy. Like it's one of my favorite things.
You can't do that in regular life.
You can't just like pop out and do that at a job.
No, you can't.
You know? Like HR would be on you in a second.
Oh my God. I need to stop, because there's so many things that I've seen that like would get programs just shut down. Just shut it down. Like this can never happen. This can never happen.
Nope.
Like I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a few things have come out in the past few years of like things happening in football locker rooms specifically, and I'm just like, Yeah. I'm like, that happens everywhere. Sorry, we went off on a long tangent, but switching gears after college.
Okay.
What was, because now you're caught in another decision. As you were exiting high school, for you, it was like, okay, where do I want to go to continue playing volleyball? Like, I want to say the market for that is a lot easier in college in the United States.
Agreed.
But when you were coming out of college, since you're a little bit, older, they didn't. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. They didn't have, or the professional league had not been established yet.
Yes.
Right. So you have to go overseas if you want to keep playing.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of women that actually like played volleyball in college, and in my head, I got the NFL.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the idea of going professional is like yes, it's available. There's eyes on it, yada yada.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's a no-brainer. It's like, are you gonna go professional? And then like, no. And I'm like why? Like there isn't anything.
Yeah.
Unless you go overseas, like there isn't anything readily available that's easy for you, like as an All-American, like to just get drafted. Like there's no like
there is no draft.
There is no draft. Like when you're a senior in football and you're an All-American, you're thinking about which round you're going into, not if there's an available league for you to go to.
Agreed.
So you getting all these accolades, what was your thought process as you approached kind of the end of your college career? Of did you want to keep playing? Of course you did.
Yeah.
But what was your thought process like?
I kind of took a little side quest after I graduated. Like I knew I wanted to play, but I knew I also wanted to get my master's degree. So I knew if I took a break and left school, I was not going back to school. My gosh, I was not the best student in the world. I have a lot of those accolades, not a lot of academic accolades. Okay, I was an athlete first.
Your GPA is not on that doggone degree.
What I'm saying.
It's not on the degree.
That's what I'm saying. Anyways, so I in my my first plan was, all right, I'll just get an agent and I'll go play pro. I had I'm gonna go play until I can't play anymore. And then I get this opportunity to play beach volleyball to get my master's degree.
Nice.
And I get a call from the beach volleyball coach at University of Arizona in Tucson. And he is like, have you ever thought about playing sand? And I was like, no, ew. And he was like, I'll pay for your master's. And I was like,
okay,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So I ended up doing that, which is crazy because I had never played beach before. It was just really off the wall. My teammates were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. But I feel like a free master's is something I should do.
Yeah. Why is it you? Why is beach volleyball coming from I guess regular volleyball? Why is that
so
kind of
off?
Yeah. Why does it feel
It's
so
just
off?
People think it's because volleyball is volleyball. Beach volleyball is so different from indoor. It's only you and your partner. You have to cover a lot more ground. Yeah. It's in the sand, right? And it's hot.
Always
you want me to go to Arizona in the desert and play outside in sand? Ew. But he was like, I'll pay for your master's. And I was like, okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I ended up doing that for a season, which was so much fun.
Really?
I loved it. Yeah, I learned to play. I had a great time. It was honestly a gap year of indoor volleyball for me. And then afterwards, I went to play. So it was kind of I got
You went to play sand?
I went to play professionally in Europe after I finished. Okay. So it was kind of I just put off my professional career for another season, got my master's, and then went to Europe.
Okay, so you took that year, played sand volleyball. What do you think that gave you that helped you improve on your, I guess, standard volleyball
it gave me perspective a little bit. I got a breather. All 4 years at Kansas, we had a very high expectation of our performance, and I'm not gonna lie, that wore me down a little bit. I didn't love every day of the gym, Yes, we were very competitive and I loved playing with my team, but I missed being an underdog for a bit, Yeah. I think people take that for granted, but no, I loved that we were good and people knew we were good, and that was really fun. But I also loved playing a sport, and it was okay that I was bad sometimes, that I was just learning, and it was fun. So I kind of took a little breather. I got my head straight on again, and then I went overseas and started playing.
Yeah.
So
what was playing in the sand in Arizona? What was
it? Was insane. It was so freaking hot.
It sounds terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But my teammates were awesome, and they were so understanding, and I took to the sport pretty well for only been playing it for like 2 weeks before I got there. Yeah, it was just like a whole different environment, a whole different culture, beach volleyball to indoor. But I mean, I'm glad I did it. I have a master's degree in marketing. I don't know what I'm doing with it. But I got one. Thanks.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
I have it.
You got it for free.
And I got it for free.
Yeah.
You know, I have 2 degrees and no debt. I'll take it.
Yeah. How's the trust between you and your teammate different? Because like you mentioned, it's just you two. And I've only played 2 other sports that are not just me and 10 other dudes.
Yeah.
Which is like a whole, like the more people you add, the more trust it takes.
Yeah.
Right. But also, the more people you take away is a different kind of trust.
Yeah.
Because like
it's just more weight on your shoulders.
Yeah. But also, I mean, like, it's more weight, and I'm not even sure it really is more weight. Like, coming from the perspective of football, there's 10 other guys on the field, especially on defense. If I don't do my job, we're losing.
Yeah.
Now, for some guys, like corners, they don't do their job. It's a touchdown. Every play would be a touchdown if they don't do their job.
That's scary.
Yeah. Like as a linebacker, if I don't fit the gap right, it's a 10, 15-yard gain. As a safety, if they don't make the right calls, they're not going to guard the routes correct. Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So like
everything's connected.
Yeah, everything's connected. I can't, and part of it is like I can't worry about your job.
Yeah.
I need to focus on mine. You know. But again, like if you don't do your job, it's catastrophic.
Yeah.
First sport I actually ever played, my first love was tennis.
Okay.
And
cool.
Yeah, I got that from my dad. So I love Serena Williams is probably like my favorite athlete of all time. She's dog.
Totally.
But when I was in 8th grade, I actually took a break from football and I played tennis and we played doubles. So it's me and one other person.
Right.
So either one person is up in front of the net and handling all like the short range up close action, and then someone else is behind you handling deep balls.
Right.
I can't. Like, I have to leave everything deep to him.
Yeah.
And then anything short, I'm entrusted with.
Yeah.
So moving from 6 to 2, like, how did the trust between you and your teammate, and then you, like, not having just one job, but, like, now you got just a whole, now you have half of the court. Like, what was that experience like for you shifting from that?
Yeah, it was just a lot more skills to learn. Like, as a setter, I really only have to know how to set and serve and play defense. You know, like, I don't have to pass, I don't have to hit, like, none of that. But with beach, like, you have to do everything. There's only 2 of you. Like, I have to pass, I have to hit, I have to block, you know, like, everything. So it was just, like, building those skills up to a high enough level to where, like, she trusted me to do 50% of the workload because she's already been doing, you know, more of it because I didn't know how to do it. So it was different in the aspect of like just learning the game, and that's why it's so different. Because like in indoor, you can be very specialized in your skill. Like I am very high level at setting, but I don't necessarily need to be high level at attacking. Yeah. But in beach, you kind of have to have
you
that.
You got to be like a jack of all trades.
Yeah, you have to be able to do everything at a high enough level for both of you to be successful. So.
Yeah. Yeah. What level of like? How many times did you have to like dig deep because of just the heat alone?
Yeah.
Like being out there.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of blacked it out. Because there was a few tournaments where like they would try to get us in like in the morning or like in that late afternoon.
They try to make it better.
Evening, like try to help us out a little bit. But there was a few tournaments. One particular was in Phoenix, and then one was at Florida State. So it was at Tallahassee. We were just like deadlocked in the middle of the day. It's like over 100 degrees. Like the sand is on fire.
Yeah. And you've played indoor your entire life.
Yeah, I played only indoor. I played softball for about half a second before I was like, it is hot. Yeah. I am outside and I hate this. But yeah, just like being like it's that kind of like hot air breath. Like you can't get a cold breath and like you can't stop sweating, and then like there's sand everywhere and you can't move and your legs are heavy. Yeah, that was miserable. I don't know. It was awful. I don't even know what to say. Like I don't even describe it as digging deep because the volleyball was ugly because I was miserable. Did we win? Yes, but it was ugly. Yeah. And I like maybe it was digging deep, but I did not consider it like quality level volleyball. So it was just like the external factors got the best of me, and I take that to heart. Okay, I'll put that on my shoulders. But
no, you had your experience. Cool.
And I left it where it belongs. I'm going back indoors.
Yeah, no, let somebody else take that spot. Good for them. Back to your decision. So now we're after college. Got your marketing degree for free. Awesome. A+. Sand volleyball. Had fun. Did your thing. But not for you.
Yeah. Nope.
Now you move professionally.
Yeah.
What was that process like for you?
It was pretty seamless. I had reached out to my coach at Kansas, just looking for an agent. I trusted him. He had a few contacts. They reached out. At that point, it was a little late when my season ended, so I ended up signing a contract in Sweden.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sweden.
In Sweden. So I flew out to Sweden in like August, I want to say. July, I think. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't sure what to expect. They had told me like the level probably wasn't as good as I was wanting, but that was going to be okay because like we'll find a better team like the next season or something. I get there and it was just like I was expecting like this level. It was like underneath the table level. You know, not knocking Swedish volleyball, but it was a lot lower than what I was looking for, what I was capable of, and it was just kind of like I'm getting worse by playing here. So I was there for a little bit. I made some really good friends there, like great people, like really clean country. Sweden's beautiful.
Wow, I was supposed to say, how is Sweden?
Beautiful. Everybody's so nice and everybody's so trusting. Just like the volleyball was.
There's a trade-off.
Yeah,
it's so nice, but just a garbage volleyball.
So I ended up leaving after a month and a half, I think. Found a team in Germany that had actually been watching me when I was at Kansas, but when I took like a gap year, they were like, "Oh, I don't know, like is she rusty?" Like that kind of thing. So they brought me on.
Rusty. You were coming from the fire, literally coming from the fire.
No, actually.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay, like come for a trial period." They just wanted to make sure that I was like still a high level setter. So I get there and I was like, "Well, no." They told me that I was going to do this trial period, and I went to my agent and I was like, "No, I'm not going. Like, what is this?" The coach ended up calling me and was like, "No, just come, just come." So I get there, make the team. Like, why are we calling it a trial period? And that was like high level volleyball. Like that was what I was looking for, and that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And this was 2019 into 2020. So this was like when COVID popped off.
How did I? Okay, yeah. Is that like the end of your European tour up until that point?
I did one more season in Europe before I like cut it from there. Yeah.
And that was because of COVID or just for other reasons?
Yeah, personal reasons. So I did my year in Germany. And we actually didn't even get to finish because your pro season usually goes until, at least in Europe, it goes until around like April, May.
How long is the season?
9 months.
It's 9 months?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Crazy. So we had gotten into February into May, and that's when like the world shut down. And so we were kind of like,
in Europe.
I was in Germany.
Wow.
And it was crazy. I knew like we'd been hearing like rumors, like things have been like coming out. But once I remember I was in my apartment when we found out the NBA had like postponed indefinitely. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, we're done." Like, there's there's no way they're shutting down the NBA unless this is serious. So like we had called this like an emergency meeting, and they're like, "Yeah, like they're about to cut our season. Like we're gonna be done." And they were like, "Pack your bags. We're gonna get you on the first flight out tomorrow morning."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, hurry up because they might close the borders." And I was like, "Wow. Oh my God. Okay." Yeah. So I was like sprinting out of Germany.
Wow. Barely got out of Germany.
No, literally, I barely got out. Got home, and it was just kind of like nobody knew anything of what was gonna happen. Obviously.
And you went back home to Texas.
Yeah, back home. And just kind of like figured out life from there. Found out in like June, July that like Europe was gonna have another season. Was gonna keep playing volleyball. Yeah. So I signed with a team in Turkey, and went to Turkey the end of July and played a full season there. Yeah.
Wow. So this whole time, like when you came home, what was going through your head of like next steps? Like at what point did you consider like not playing professional and then?
I didn't have that like thought process until I was in Turkey. Yeah. So when I came home from Germany, I was like unfinished business kind of like attitude. Like what the hell? Like I just spent all this time with this team and like didn't even get to finish what I started. So it was like, all right, like if Europe is having a season next year, like I'm gonna find a team and I'm gonna play. So that's what I did.
How was your experience in Turkey?
It was fun. It was cool. I went in July. Really excited. I was going with one of my good friends. We were gonna be roommates, so that was like so much fun. In August, though, one of my good friends from college had passed away, and I was in Turkey, and my coping mechanisms were just not very healthy and just like alone, and it did not, I don't know, it got the better of me mentally. And then my friend ended up leaving to go to a different team. So it was like super, super isolating. I was very just like on an island. Went through the season, finished the season, but at the end of it, it was just kind of like, I didn't consider it worth it to miss out on life, you know? Not that I was missing life, but I was missing weddings and graduations and birthdays, and I missed funerals, and it was just like, I would rather be at home than still play. Like at that time, it was like, all right, I'm weighing these things out, and I pick my family over this sport. Yeah.
So because before you left for Europe, like you were, how far is Kansas from Texas?
It's about an 8-hour drive. So yeah, so I mean it's like an hour and a half flight, like nothing crazy. Okay,
that's not crazy.
Yeah,
but like you've been like away from 2014 to
2021.
2020. Yeah, so like you were like away for like 7 years. Like what kind of development do you feel like you went through, especially in that? Well, one, I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. In that time, what was kind of going through your head in terms of you'd spent this entire time just having fun, like having fun, like finding yourself, facing adversity, overcoming it. Yeah. Like again, part of why like I have this platform is because sports teaches you so much about yourself in your own ways that you just can't in other environments.
Agreed.
So, do you feel like when you were in Turkey, you kind of reached the end of what you were willing to sacrifice for what you were learning and gaining from the sport of volleyball?
Yeah. I mean, and like in college, you're far, but you're not that far. You know, like comparatively.
Compared to Turkey,
right? And my dad had been working at American for like my whole life, so like my parents had flight benefits. They came to like every game, you know.
Wait, in Kansas or in
Kansas?
Oh, I was like in
Kansas. No, and I wish. But yeah, so I saw them weekly. You know, I saw them all the time.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, I didn't go home, but like my family made the effort to like come see me. And like when I went overseas, I just wasn't prepared for that like level of isolation. You know, and then obviously COVID didn't help because everything was shut down. There was a lot of rules about like obviously like distance and crowds and all the things. So I didn't have that like normal experience of like getting out to experience a lot of things. Granted, I did experience a ton, but yeah, at the end of the day. When I left that season, it was just like, I've grown a ton. I found a lot, and I'm grateful for this sport. But like, if this is where I have to like choose between, you know, my family and volleyball, like at the end of the day, I love it, but it's a game, and I would rather not miss out on everything else.
And this was before the professional league here was. So you had made that decision.
Yeah.
Before, wow.
I was done. Like I was like, okay, like I'm retired. I'll find some other passion. I'll find something else I love, and I'll get to just like experience what I didn't get to because of sports, you know, what I had to miss out on. Yeah.
And before the league got established, at this point you've made a decision to stop playing volleyball. So what was that kind of like, you know, you didn't know it then, but like what was that in between period of like, because it's, oh my God, why it's hard to move from sports to like, you know, call it a regular 9 to 5 is because like the feelings, the emotions, the times you get from it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, you don't.
Unless you like do a startup and like, unless you go that route.
Yeah.
So what was your journey like in search for something that maybe not brought you the same feelings, but gave you the same amount of satisfaction and whatever you were looking for? So like, what was that search for like for
it was hard, like you probably know. Like I also like got a regular 9 to 5 office job. You know, I just something to like, I wanted a normal schedule, and like I wanted to see what that was like to work from 9 to 5 and have my weekends, and it was fun. Like I enjoyed like closing a laptop and being
done and it's like 5 p.m.
or like Friday, close a laptop, get to hang with my friends. I'm not thinking about anything else. I get to like take trips, get PTO, like what's that been? It was insane. I loved it. Obviously not that much though. I had been doing it for like maybe 3.5 months before I was like, I'm like losing my soul. Like I'm actually.
And you were back home in Texas at this point?
Miserable. Yeah. So I'm back home. I'm working from home. So like, it was fine. Like.
Yeah. And this is 2021.
2020. Yeah. End of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started like coaching a club team on the side, just because so one of my friends was head coach. He had like learned that I'm not going back overseas, so he was like, oh my god, like come be my assistant. And I was like, no, like I don't want to.
No.
He was like, no, it'll be so fun, like you don't have to do anything, like just come hang out. And I was like, fine, sure. Ended up going.
Ew.
Ew. And they were 17-year-olds. And it was so much fun. Like, I was just an assistant for a club team of 17-year-old girls, and I had so much fun.
Yeah.
And I, like, was just around the sport again, and even though I wasn't playing, it was still just, like, you got a little bit of that feeling back of, like, big plays, big
it's
moments.
Not the same, but, like,
it's
it's
there.
different.
It's different, but it's there. And, like, I got to learn what it was like to see, like, them grow and to see them develop and, like, be successful and, like, the light in their eyes when, like, something clicks and they, like, finally figure it out. That was like a different kind of high. Like that was so cool. So I realized like, okay, wait, I think I like coaching. Like I think this is fun, but I'm gonna be miserable if I have to coach 16-year-olds. So
wait, why didn't you like coaching 16-year-olds?
Well, like I said before, I think high level volleyball is fun. Like I like the speed and the physicality and the athleticism that you get from.
And not these trash ass.
They were not trash, okay? They were cutie girls, and they tried so hard, and I am so proud of them. And
effort is awesome.
Yes, and I loved them every day for it. But yeah, I was like, wait, this is kind of cool. I think I like this. And so I just kind of like asked around. I called my coach at Kansas because I knew like at that time you could still like have volunteer coaches. So a volunteer coach, you obviously don't get paid, but like they give you a pretty nice check to work camps, and that's kind of like what like gets you throughout the season. But yeah, I was like, what's that process like? How do I get into it? Like, and that was like another big decision of like, all right, do I leave this job that I just started like 4 months ago, but I'm miserable? Me a salary. But I get a weekly pay, a bi-weekly paycheck and get my weekends and like all these cool things. But it was like, now I think I need that high again. You know, I'm like,
you think about it, it's like,
itching.
do I want to leave security, PTO,
stability,
do what I want on the weekends,
freedom,
getting paid, working from home, or go coach and give my life away for free?
Yeah. That one. Exactly. That's basically what happened. So I like told him like, all right, I want to do it. Like, will you help me? And he was like, it's gonna be like, he basically like read off my resume that you read off and said, where do you want to go work for free?
Where do you want to go?
Like, you think anybody's not gonna take you to work for free? And I was like, fair. Okay. So then he was like, all right, what do you want? Like, what kind of like environment do you want? Like, what state do you want to live in? So I was just like, I'll go anywhere. Like, I will go literally anywhere. And then so I was like choosing between Purdue and BYU. Yeah. And so that's where I was like, yeah, isn't that crazy? Long story short, I ended up picking Purdue. I get there July of 21. 22. Sorry, July of 22. Yeah, and so I'm in West Lafayette for a year. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I still talk to that staff to this day.
Well,
like,
it was amazing up there.
Yeah, like they're just great people. I'm so thankful that I went that route and I like got to get to know them because I mean, it's made my coaching career just like that much better.
Yeah. How did you get to Butler?
So I
was laughing because you're like, oh, I'll go anywhere. I'm like, how did you get to How did you get here? How did you end up?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, when the professional league started, right, I was coaching still.
At Purdue?
No, I was coaching at Abilene Christian, which is...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what that is?
Yeah, but so wait. So did you start at Purdue?
Yeah.
Then you went to Abilene Christian.
Yeah, so Purdue was my volunteer year. So, like, loved it, but, like, loved them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to get paid at some point.
Yeah.
So I found a job closer to home in Texas. Abilene Christian is in Abilene, Texas. And then this league started, and they give me a call early, but I was kind of like, no, I just started this job. Like, I can't, like, leave again because I'm already, like, been moving every 4 months. And so they called again, like, closer to the season starting. And so I, like, talked to my head coach, who had also played volleyball professionally, and I was just like, hey, they're asking me if I want to do this, like, tryout. By now it's been like almost 2 years since I've played professionally. And so I'm like, yeah, they want me to try out, which is fine. Yeah. Like I should probably try out. And she was like really cool about it. Like she was awesome. She was like, hell yeah, like go do what you have to do. Like we'll be here if you need us kind of thing. And so that was Vegas that had called me.
Vegas.
Yeah, the Vegas Thrill. So they called me to come to their mini camp and like do a little tryout. I show up. It goes great. They like kind of offer me a spot on the team. I take it, obviously.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I just started playing again.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I ended up playing again the next year. Well, okay.
At Vegas still?
So
so you made the team.
This is
the inaugural season.
Yeah, the first season, right? But I'm still like coaching at ACU. So I'm like, I moved to part-time. So I still help out with recruiting while I'm in season. After our Vegas season ends, I go back to ACU to coach during the fall. Right? Isn't it crazy? I don't know what the heck was. I'm still doing it now, but
yeah. What are you doing? What are you? What are you doing?
So I'm at ACU like last year around this time, and I know I want to play again because obviously like I'm like I can. It's here. Like this is great. I call Indy because I'm like just looking for teams. I'm trying to go somewhere else.
Why were you trying to go somewhere else?
Just like Vegas. It was great. Like it was the first season, but I'm just like I would like to be in a differend environment. Kind of just like grow.
Was it like the team or like Vegas? Because I've been to Vegas. After 4 days, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, it wasn't Vegas. It was just a little bit of like I was looking for something different. Yeah. You know? So I get to Indy because I got on the phone with our head coach and our CEO and like had great conversations. He was just like, yeah, I've seen you play. I think you'd be great. Come play for us. And so I'm like, heck yeah, I'll do it.
Nice.
Get to Indy, play our season. At this point in my life, I have moved every 6 months since I graduated college. God. I've never this year has been the first time that I've lived in one city since I was like 20.
Go Indianapolis.
20 years old. Come on, Indy. Yeah, so we're in this season and I'm like, I want to resign. Like I want to stay. I like the coaches. I like the city. Like I'm good. Like I just want to be in one place. So our season ends, or it's coming to an end, and I'm like, I still want to coach though. Like, I do love coaching. I still get that.
You were just that season. You just purely just played.
Yeah, I was
coaching
just
contract
playing.
Signed? Okay.
Yeah. I was just playing. And I wanted to stay in the area. There's only like 3 schools in the area. So, I had met Kyle when I worked at Purdue. Right, for the Shondells, and he was like the radio guy for the volleyball team while I was the volunteer.
He was a radio guy?
He was coaching men's at Indiana Tech, but he was also like radio guy on the side helping out. And my teammate Grace Wade, who was on my Indy Ignite team, she was the assistant for Butler, whose like role I just kind of filled. But she didn't want to coach anymore. It was too much work but not the kind of work she wanted to do. Yeah. And it's one of those things like if you don't love coaching, like
oh man,
you're not doing it.
Oh man, if you don't love it, you need to get out.
Like it's not for you, and that's totally fine. Like this is a crazy job.
It is.
But yeah, I literally just like reached out and like said, hey, like if you have an opening, I'm interested. I'm trying to stay in Indy. Like I'm gonna resign with the Ignite. I would love to just stay in the area.
And they looked at your resume and like, oh my God, here.
He didn't. Well, it's Kyle. Like we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
So he just called me up and was like, let's go to Cafe Patachu and talk some things out.
Yeah.
We like talked all the logistics and things. It was funny because he was like giving me a tour of like Hinkle and like everything, and we like stopped at the football field, and he was just like, so, what do you think? And I was like, I'll do it. And he was like, yeah? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, great, I'll send you a contract today.
There you go.
And it was quick and dirty, quick and simple. Loved it. But yeah, that's kind of how I got here.
Wow. Well, congratulations. I'm happy that
long-winded story to say that I just like got the job off of a Cafe Patachu breakfast.
You want to work? Sure. Is that you like it?
Yeah. It'll do it. It'll do.
Yeah. I won't keep you too much longer. We actually have been talking for a while. How do you like Indianapolis compared to everywhere else you've been? Like,
man,
how does the city
everywhere
stand out? Because now you've been to Dallas. You were in Kansas for 4 years. You've been to Vegas. You've been to Abilene. You've been to wherever you were in Germany and Turkey and Sweden.
I know.
Yeah. So,
it's crazy when you list it out like that.
How does Indianapolis stand out?
I like Indy. Honestly, I think it's got like the best of both worlds of like being a city, a metropolis, but like having like a small town kind of vibe sometimes, you know? I think it's cool how you can kind of get the best of both worlds in it. Like and I love all the little pockets. Like,
Yeah.
I live closer to downtown. I think it's so cool. Like, the garage is awesome, and
I
like
love the
so many
garage.
cool places to try and to eat, and like the nightlife is cool. But I also love Carmel. Like, I love driving up there, and like downtown Carmel is so cool.
Caught you at Bar Louie.
That was one time, okay? That was one time.
Yeah, one time I caught you. Well, caught
Caught is
you.
crazy.
Yeah, saw.
Yeah, yeah. You were there too.
I was there. That was my birthday. I was there.
It was
yeah.
your birthday.
It
Who
was
spends
my
their birthday at Bar Louie?
Okay,
for one?
whoa.
Okay,
Listen,
let's start that off.
It was down the street from my house.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, leave me alone. You said it's birthday. Me, I guess. I guess I do.
I know. I'm just kidding with you, but yeah, I think it's cool. I like the smaller, like not smaller towns, but like a little slower pace.
It is.
So it is slower pace, but you can find a little bit of something here and there. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I love, want a huge city kind of vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Because I've been to other big cities, and some of them I hate.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta last year, and they drive just crazy.
Oh my gosh, the traffic is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and in
it's
any it gets bad, but it's never like bad, unless there's like a crash or something.
Yeah.
But no, I want to say, because I'm born, raised, and educated here,
Yeah.
and I've grown to love the city a lot more, especially in the past year. I've always been told growing up that every opportunity that I want is somewhere else.
Okay.
It's in Chicago, it's in Miami,
Right.
it's in New York, it's in San Francisco, it's in LA, it's literally anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Now I will say, if you come to Indianapolis 15 years ago,
It'd be a different story.
A different story.
Okay.
But now that things like the garage have been built, like Carmel is an up and coming city, Westfield is an up and coming city. I want to say like Indianapolis is actually really starting to find its own personality.
Totally.
Because I don't think it's really had one.
Okay.
But it's finding one, and now with like the NBA Finals happening here, now the Indiana Fever doing their thing.
Yeah.
We got the Indy Ignite now.
Sports city of the world.
Yeah. Now y'all doing your thing.
Yeah.
I want to say the city, like it's grown beautifully, and exponentially. I want to say the past couple of years. So I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it here. I'm starting to like it here a little bit.
Well, I'm glad you're starting.
I am starting
after 25 years.
Leave me alone. Because I've never even been out the country.
Okay.
So like you seeing Germany, Sweden, like so many different things. But I won't keep you.
No, you're good.
On our podcast. Couple lasting questions. Who is your favorite female athlete of all time?
Female athlete of all time. What a question. Oh, favorite female athlete. Serena Williams is up there, obviously. Honestly, it's probably just her. Like, jeez, like what a
dog.
Yeah, but I love how she's just like. I love when women are just unapologetically themselves.
Yeah.
And in sport, obviously, like women get told certain things about how to act and how to react and how to stand up for yourself and how to play the game. But like she is just her, and she's a badass, and she's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
But I also love like Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone.
Oh,
I think
bro.
she is just so freaking cool.
She's probably like, I don't know, because it's her and Serena Williams. Dog is unapologetic. Like when you see it.
Yeah.
Dog.
But I love how she is just so like stone faced killer. Like she just gets the job done, and the job is world records. Like the job is
every time she PRs, and she's just like
every single.
She's always like, oh my god,
and she's just like
I'm so grateful. I'm like, girl, if you don't take your crown.
Yeah, but I love it. I love the energy. Like that is her. Like she's not putting on a show because she thinks people want her to be grateful. I think she's genuinely. I don't know her, but I think she is like genuinely grateful for everything. But yeah, those are the two I can think of that are just awesome. Obviously, there's a million more. But.
Who's your favorite volleyball player?
My favorite volleyball player is my older sister. Yeah. Favorite volleyball player. Her name is Robin Amos-Santos. She is the.
How do you spell it?
She is the head coach at the University of Hawaii.
Amos-Santos.
Yeah.
Got it.
But she's a badass. Like she is so cool. She's a setter. She set for the USA team at the 2012 Olympics. Won a silver medal. She's an islander. She's from Hawaii.
Nice.
And she is like 5'6", 5'7", plays
just
6
setter?
rows. Yeah, 6 rows, but she
Is
led
a
the
setter
team.
and a libero the same thing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So the libero is like captain of the defense.
Really?
Yeah. And setter is captain of the offense.
Really?
Yeah. So setters are like quarterbacks. And
Okay.
liberos are like safeties.
You consider yourself a quarterback?
Yeah, I'm QB1.
Okay. Noted. Apparently, like all-time QB1.
I'm
for
QB1
Kansas.
at KU. Thank you. But yeah, she's just a dog. Like she, like small but mighty is her vibe. But like she just like ran her court. Like she ran the team. Like everybody looked to her. Like she was strong.
Yeah.
She has a quote on outside the gym at the USA Olympic Training Center, which is dope because like they don't just put up plaques and hopes for anybody. You know, it's like her and like Kobe Bryant and Serena Williams. You know, like it's so cool.
Yeah.
It says if you're gonna be in the gym, be in the gym. So love that. But yeah, she's just dope. I like have always looked up to her. Like she's awesome.
Yeah. No. Amazing. Wrote those down. And secondarily, what are you most excited about for the next Indie Ignite season?
Yeah, I'm excited for the growth. We're gonna have a lot of new players, a lot of new faces. So I'm excited to get in the gym with everybody. Got a lot of different pieces. Got a new head coach that I'm really excited for. Like that woman's like a winner. She knows how to win. So I can't wait to learn.
More fun
from
than
her.
winning.
Exactly. I'm excited to learn from her, like as a player and as a coach. I feel like I learned a ton this last season, and I'm just like ready to do some more of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we had a great first year in Indy, and I think people are still excited for us to come back. I think we have a lot of good faces coming back, so I think the energy is there. We just got to like keep up the winning culture of it.
Yeah. Last question. You brought up just a little bit ago in women's sports with me asking you like who your favorite is, like Serena Williams, like she's just her. You mentioned that in women's sports, you're told to act a certain way, to be a certain way, to carry yourself a certain way. How do you think you felt that in your experience playing sports, and how do you think you've kind of broken through that yourself?
Yeah. When you're in the moment, and when I was in college, even now, like you obviously don't think about it. Like the adrenaline is pumping, the emotions are all over the place. You just are who you are.
Yeah.
And then you come down from it. And for me, I would like look back at videos and pictures and be like, oh my God, I look like an animal. Like I look scary. Like this is awful. And then my friends would be like, no, you're dope.
Dog.
Like you're a badass. Like why are you like
Dog.
Yeah, why are you insecure about this? Like nobody's thinking that but you. And in my head it was just like, oh, well, like I want to be like fun and pretty, and like I want to be like the girl that like can do both. And like it was just kind of like the flip of accepting like you can be both. Like but you don't have to be.
You can be all of it.
You can be everything all at once, and you don't have to like put yourself in a box in certain times because you think that's what's going to get you, you know, liked or notoriety or whatever it is that you're thinking that you want. And obviously that takes like maturity and time and living a life, but
you've lived a life.
I have lived a life.
You've lived a whole life.
Oh, I've been around the block. Let me tell you.
You've been around the other country blocks like Turkey, the German block, the
I've
Sweden block.
learned and I've lived, and I've come to the conclusion that you can be everything all at once.
That's
and
amazing.
You don't have to subscribe to anything you don't want to, or you can. You know, it's genuinely how you want to show up every single day. So how I choose to be every day is kind of like where I've, you know, had my experiences. So.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. Well, I won't keep you any longer.
You're good. This is fun.
No, this is very fun. I really appreciate this conversation. You're actually the first female athlete I've had on here.
Yes.
So yeah, my sister's gonna be pissed. But no, thank you so much for giving your time.
Of course.
For your answers. Your story is crazy.
Isn't it ridiculous?
You've been around the block.
I say it and I just think, what are you doing?
Yeah,
but
and for folks that don't know, like they've learned, they found out today. You've been through a whole bunch, like sand volleyball in Arizona, which just
for what though? Like I don't know, for a master's degree for free. You know what?
Christ, fine. Anything. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna give you a round of applause because that was
I'm gonna give you a round of applause. Thanks for those questions.
I appreciate it. For anybody listening, this is the FBA podcast. Tune in next time. But thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah. All right. I always give my guests like a dap or a high five. So, you know what?
We're having a break. Appreciate you, man. That was fun. I was a little nervous, I will tell you.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, what am I about to be talking about